10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Newton. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
By the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. You talk about this Titan defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Have to admit it.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now Scott gets around him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Back to throw. Haas able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Here's Scott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well tackled by Jeffrey Simmons.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off the play fake. Haas. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Bust through the tackle. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Titans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On on the carry. This is Scott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. Across midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
And the Colts first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Haas. That's going to be taken in by Downs. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Haas. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Haas. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Nifty move. Still on his feet. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Big pickup of 38. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago and 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On first down, Scott. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He's got him in, complete. Down the left sideline, touchdown Titans. Tyquan Thornton, 75 yards, and the Titans have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means every one-handed their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Looking to throw on second down. Haas. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. To throw on second down, Haas. That complete to Downs. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, it's Scott. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Haas. And this one is incomplete.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Gay's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
This is 2nd and 8.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw on second down. Haas. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts are back within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 147 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. It's like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Colts are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. Haas. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Take it to the house.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Lawrence on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They go again with Scott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taking down at the 41. A gain of 15. And the Colts first down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts 34-yard line.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal in the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Haas, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw. Haas, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there. And that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get. So really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball. And that's all she did.
Extra point splits the offense. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing after the interception. Haas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Second and 10.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Haas looking deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Titans, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So
all right, let's see what did I miss on this play right here.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Oh, right there. When they side by side try to, oh, that's what it was. He took too long. Okay, disregard. Let me see, what did he miss? Once again, nothing. Just good coverage on both plays. Oh man, he had him early. He didn't take it. How did I mess this one up? Oh yeah, okay. So I'm way back here, and I know he's going to throw the cross, but I still got to watch 88 just in case. But I'm thinking 88 might do an out. So I'm waiting. When I saw him, I said, oh, I got it. And couldn't get over in time. Got a big. And then I dove, tried to take his legs out. Hit my own guy. Bing. Thank goodness he ran him down. Because a couple plays later, this happens. So not only does he hawk him, run him down, a couple plays later, not only does he prevent the touchdown once, but he does it twice. Excellent. But don't worry, I hit the wrong button. I see my guy running deep, and right there I should have threw it right across the middle. But for some reason, I waited and waited and waited, and then I tried to throw it, and then I threw that. Come on, that was just terrible. My underneath tight end is the second one right here. The closest one is the one I should have threw it to. After I missed my receiver coming across the middle right here. I saw it and didn't throw it. Then I was like, you know what? I'm trying to figure out which one of these are my backup, not my third string. And I was like, which one? Because one's 89, one's 86. And I threw it to the wrong one and it got picked. That was all 100% my fault. So this one, I saw him in press coverage. I was like, all right, see what his safety do. He bit inside. I said, all right, throw it on the outside shoulder. Finally got it. But as you can see later in the game, I had the same situation and threw a pick. So sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. What's this right here? Oh yeah, right here. He's a defensive tackle. He switched to the defensive tackle to chase my running back. I was like, man, I'm going to throw it to him regardless. Said there's no way a defensive tackle was going to stop this. Just as I thought. He couldn't. Did I score after that? Lawrence. Oh, I threw a pick. And then the very next play, I get it right back. I see a lot of people running that option run throw, playing inside. My corner just does the rest. And the only thing about that, man, you got to be sure that's what you want to do. You only have a couple tenths of a second. Yeah, this right here was crazy. So number one, I'm in the wrong defense for this formation. So I already know I'm outgunned on this. So I just need somebody to make a play. And not only does he not make the play, he leaves the alley big enough for him to run right by. Now he's going to chase him. This is the one I was talking about right here. Oh my goodness, he's wide open right now, but instead I'd lob it. I was trying to throw it to the outside shoulder, but for some reason it didn't. I don't know what that was. That was a terrible throw by me. I read it right, I just missed it. And once again, right? Oh shucks, nobody was open. He was on me too quick. All right. What happened here? Oh yeah, this right here is just a chain of unfortunate events. He throws it, he tries to throw out the sack, gets hit just before, and it just floats right there. My guy leaps over, and then I dive, but he does a little fall into the end zone. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. That's just a good defense. The whole time I'm playing across, I'm in the back, so I'm playing across. I'm waiting to see if 14 or 84 cuts across the middle. And 14 is coming now. So I'm already running that way, trying to get in position. And now it's like, all right, then we turn back around and get ready, thinking it would be somewhere over there. But I take this, of course. Then the last play, you see, he just throw it up, one-on-one. I don't mind that. Just throws it up to see what happens. Sometimes, you know, when it comes to Madden, if your guy's good enough, he'll make a good play. If this is an X-Factor receiver, or even maybe a superstar receiver, the animation can be a catch, push off, and then walk into the end zone. But luckily my guys, it's too good. I had the X factor on that occasion. All right, until next week. Give you another play-by-play of my victory.